All right, welcome everyone. We are Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo, episode 15.
All right.
Okay, so Jason or Ozuma is really laying it in hard here. Mm-hmm. He's giving a good fight to Ippo, and they're trading blows now.
Yep, because they're both too fast. So they're like, okay, let's just stay more or less still and beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, and these blows are almost like you know, simultaneous. Like it's actually kind of ridiculous. They're basically saying, okay, who has the will to just keep standing? Yes, and now their legs are starting to lock a little bit. Jason Ozuma, he's even starting to get a little mentally rattled. Like he's starting to get a little bit like
the Ippo can actually take his punches.
Yeah. Like and he can dish it out. So it's like, oh, can I win? And we've got some good commentary coming from the sidelines here with Takamura
and the company,
and Kimura and Aoki. And they're doing their whole thing and stuff.
And the delinquents.
yes, they're on the sidelines too. And we have all the people from Jason's
hometown,
or the country region where he trained and stuff. His gym and. Yeah, this is one of those matches where I don't really want either of them to lose. You know?
But at the same time, you want one of them to win.
Yeah, and in some ways, I think I know that Ippo's going to win, but this is such a great side character. This is a fantastic side character.
And he's probably not even going to end up being our favorite by the end of the show.
Totally.
Like, it's going to be like, oh yeah,
he's going to be one of the greats,
exactly.
One of them. So, y'all, this is awesome. So, without further ado, let's get into it now. You say no, I got kimi ni Ishin wo hikari okuteru. Yeah, I no yume o mite. Rolling go. Nani mo kangaezu ni今を生きるだけの僕を支えているストリートソング I want to dive lost to mind. I want to dive lost to mind. I want feeling. Itsumo. I want to dive lost to mind. I want to dive lost to mind. Why? I want to dive feeling over. You say no, I got kimi ni. Ishun no hikari okuteru. Yeah, I no yume o mite. Rolling go. Do shows like this make you want to work out more?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
And of course the crowd loves it.
Oh yeah, this is the kind of fight where you're just like, what is happening? How can they take this? They're not human. I'm curious how they're going to keep the fight from getting repetitive if they have them trading blows for like a really long time.
Right.
Maybe have them like switch up tempo and things. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Asking the same question.
Oh! Good point.
Yes.
Mind over body. He's gonna be like, what is he muttering about? Oh, nice. So they're both playing the mental game on themselves, you know, to make sure. Oh! Oh!
He's breaking his spirit.
Yeah, yeah. I like this. This is getting into their heads, you know?
I feel like Ozuma is starting to hold back because he's wanting to check to see if Ippo's feeling it.
Oh, you're right. Yep, he is. Okay.
The tough part about that is that Ozuma's basically saying, I won't do anything after this. After this, I'll be done.
Right.
And I'll be spent.
That's why he was telling Ozuma to beat him in the first round, like to go all out with a barrage. It's awesome! Awesome! Jeez, those legs! Whoa! Oh. Oh. Oh, that might have that might have done it. Oh my gosh. Here it is.
Oh.
Oh, he's going down. Bounce against the net. Bounce against the net. Oh. Boy. At least he can see.
His brain's jelly.
Like, time is slowed down just about how, like, much his perception is warped.
Oh, that look of just, no. Yeah, he's terrified.
Oh. Get up just at the very least to get, you know, to the bell, right?
Uh-huh.
He's got a foot up!
5 seconds have passed. Okay.
Is this guy even human? Oh, a whole minute? Oh, do they stop the time when someone gets knocked down?
I don't think so.
Oh, I love the mental battle going on right now.
Yep, yep.
Yes! Get him right there! Get him right there!
Oh. Oh, and...
Oh. Oh, he missed. Because he went down.
Okay.
It was a body blow, yes! He's gonna get up, though. Oh. Oh. Yeah!
Fight on!
Yeah! Keep going, Ozuma! Oh!
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Yay.
we have a fight, Jacob. This is gonna be crazy. Ding! Nice.
Yeah.
They're still going.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
They're so fast.
Yeah. Whoa. So they're just barely blocking each other's like big punches, or just dodging them.
And like, I wonder how much of it is actually just them being less accurate now.
Right.
You know?
Takamura is just quiet, just like he's so tense. Oh my god! Actually, that's a legitimate technique.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Don't overextend though.
Oh, he's in the corner. Yeah, I think Ippo's just knowing he has to lean against it, otherwise he'll fall over. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The fact that Ippo's still, like, conscious at this point is... Okay, there we go.
Whoa, no way.
Oh.
No way. Oh, how fast was that? Get him in the same spot right there. Yup. Kidney punch, get him. Oh, that was not his left. That was his right. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Of course.
Wow, there was like 10 seconds left. Oh, and they're bringing the ED into it. Oh. Whoa. Oh.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. You
Hopefully
wholesome gentleman boy. Nice. It's all muscle memory. There was no conscious decision being made, you know? Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Yes. Oh. You did well, Ozuma. Mama-san will be proud. Did she come? Did she come to watch the match?
Oh, okay, just...
okay, this is the crowd.
audience,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you were a beast, dude.
Yeah.
Aww. Sweet.
Yeah.
Ah! Look at our bright young boy. Yes! Yes! Ah, yes! Yes! There it is. There it is. That's what we came to see. Yeah. Good. Good. Whoa.
And then they immediately back to series.
Yes. Yeah, he's like, ow.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang.
And then we get the ending again.
He's awesome. Undefeated with KOs in every single fight.
Yeah.
Like, Ippo's becoming a monster. And there was a specific shot, I don't remember where it was, but in the fight, he gets kind of knocked back. I think it's right before he goes down for the first time. Mm-hmm. You see how big he is, finally.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think the way they've shown the shots, they never show the full body of both fighters at the same time. They show like parts of the top, like the top half at the same time, just showing the legs of one of them.
Sure.
But there was a part where they show both of them, and you realize that Ozuma, he's an adult. Like he's an adult, and how big he is. Then you look at Ippo and you go, "Oh, this kid's a high schooler! Yeah. Holy crap!
Yeah."
Yo, he's huge. Mm-hmm. He's been swolled up. Yeah, it's just I'm just so proud. I'm just so proud of Ippo.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
That brought tears to my eyes. Like,
that was a good fight.
That was a really good fight. Really good episode. If they had Mama-san be there, that would have just thinking about her being there was enough to make me cry. Like, I think
he was done well. They did well. They did well by our boy Jason Ozuma.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Which I'm still confused as to which was his last name or first name, but it's all good. Ozuma, when he went down, I was cheering for him in some ways more than Ippo to get back up, because in some ways I knew that Ippo was going to win once they started going into the mental battle a lot more. Yeah. Because Ippo started positively in the mental battle. And I think that's something that we can't really undersell here. Yeah. Was that before the match even begun, the coach was telling him, make sure you mentally are like clicking and like making sure that you're like telling yourself, I don't feel anything. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I just keep going, keep going. And I think Ozuma, he had to react to that. He had to reinforce that in the middle of the match when he was already doubting himself.
That's fighting a spirit.
Right. So having there be all those people cheering for him and stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm cheering with you, buddy. I'm cheering right there with you. And I'm glad that Ippo did win. I mean, he's our boy. He's kind of like the OG Deku, you know, like he's got that like
My Hero Academia copied
so much from Ippo.
So much from his show.
Absolutely. But him being competent, fast, and thinking tactically, but then relying on what he was taught in the end, because that's all he has. He is definitely one of those protagonists who is so grateful and aware of how blessed he is to have these wonderful people on his side that have given him so much. He listens to them. He relies on them. He heeds them. And it's so cool seeing a humble hero like him go so far and achieve so much. It's so good. It's so good.
When we do see him realize all these people are cheering for me, you know, and I actually did it. Like, I actually won. Yeah. That's there's something so incredibly wholesome about it, because the thing is that here's the thing. There are other stories where they have the protagonist always win. And Ippo might lose at some point, you know, but hopefully not anytime soon. But there are other stories where the protagonist always wins, and those get a different response a lot of the time from people, you know, talking about things like power fantasies and whatnot. But that is so not what this is. Like and I think that is tied because the thing is it still wouldn't be if Ippo did have a different personality, but I think there would be people that would mistake it for that if he did have a different personality. But the fact that he's that this is that dream that he believes in enough to reach for it and to really reach for it, but he's still not sure. Right. He still doesn't like he's putting his heart and soul and blood, sweat, and tears into this, and he's still thinking, is it enough? Am I good enough? You know. Mm-hmm. And then seeing the view from the summit, right? And it's just like,
oh, he's like, I actually did this. Like,
I'm actually here.
Yeah, it's something that he doesn't expect. I think part of it is that there are those protagonists that expect to be at the top.
Right.
They're constantly proclaiming and declaring how they'll be the best and all that. Yeah. And in some ways that's a different kind of inspiring. It's important to have. But for Ippo, it's something where he's been quietly in the background doing the hard work.
Yep.
Not getting any real praise for it from anyone outside of that circle. There's no one else out there really that knows what kind of insane effort he's putting into it, and it really only has started to creep out with the delinquent squad now being like, bro, like you're legit, like what the heck, you know. And I love that it's these guys because they're the ones that he couldn't care less probably in the past about what they thought about him.
Right, he is not doing it for them. Is the thing.
No,
he is absolutely doing this all for himself. But now everyone else is starting to see. They're starting to see the dream, and you know, and believing in him and all that stuff. And it's just like, oh man,
and when you put that effort in the in the dream, and you kind of miss a little bit of the, wait, was all this worth it? Was all this kind of a good thing there? And then you get that cathartic, just whoa, look at you go. It's just like, yes, thank you for reinforcing that, because I mean, we're all human, and it's great to see that Ippo, as humble and as wholesome boy as he is, he I think you're right. I think he does have doubts. I think he does have moments where he needs that reassurance and stuff. And then not only that, he has friends who are so far beyond him in terms of like experience and knowledge in this area, being there and like cheering him on wholeheartedly, and actually like in some ways getting a little bit fired up themselves by like, he's gonna outpace us, you know, pretty soon. Like we gotta like get into this too.
The whole thing of Takamura being like, it's like he was getting jealous,
right?
Like he's not in the sense of like, oh, I'm worried that, you know, Ippo's doing so well, you know, but just like, that looks like an awesome fight. Like, I want to be in a fight like that. Man, what?
He's like, when's my next fight?
When's my next fight? You know,
because his last fight he had, he knocked the guy out in one punch, and he's just like, bring me a real match.
Yeah, it's like the closest thing I can think of is like, this is going to be a terrible comparison.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely terrible comparison.
I had to hear this now.
But like, when there's a food that's really good, right? Or a book or something like that, you know? But like, when you have a food and it's just delicious and you're just like, so tasty. And then it sort of melts into your mouth, that's fun. But when you have something where you have to like bite at it and like, you know, and just chew on it like 20 times in order to fully like break it down so you can actually swallow it. Like, that's some of the fun stuff. Like,
yeah, that is a terrible comparison.
Yeah, it's a terrible comparison. But yeah,
I thought you were going to go the angle of, it's when you're eating some good food and it's just like, but it's when you see someone else eating some really good food and they're just like, it's so good. And you're like, I'll have what he's having right now, right here. Give that he's having to me, like right here.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point, because I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like scientifically proven that food tastes better when it's someone else's, you know? Like that's just how it works. You know, grass is greener and all that. Yeah, like
but then okay, so this was a battle of endurance, but it was also a battle of like mental willpower and resolve and just the decision to keep going. And I like how Ippo and Ozuma were both thinking about how the other person was like, they've got to be feeling this as well. But the thing is that Ippo doesn't start that until he's got knocked down the first time. So Jason Ozuma, he was thinking about that like almost the entire time throughout. It's another thing of him kind of not focusing on himself, trying to mentally suppress his own feeling of pain and, the sluggishness in his body and stuff. Whereas Ippo started with that. And then when Ippo realizes that that's something that he's dealing with as well, it wasn't something where he was like, he must be. It was, he is. And I think the only reason why he was showing that was because Ozuma was thinking about how Ippo must be feeling that. Right. So and Ozuma actually was the instrument of his own demise by not focusing on himself and dealing with his own thing instead of trying to be like, he must be getting tired.
Which is great because it's basically, well, one, because the whole thing of he must be getting tired, he must be feeling pain. The hidden follow-up to that is because I am feeling so tired and I am in so much pain, right? It's focus. And the way they made it so that there was still the shonen protagonist determinatorisms, the determinator aspect that Ippo was doing, right? And they did a very good job of selling that, but they went one step further. They made it so that, again, shonen protagonist style, inspire even your enemies, right?
Yes.
And they made it so that then it's not about whether Ippo will get back up, because even though we don't know, we're like, Ippo, he's going to be okay.
Right.
But it's Ozuma. And then we're like, okay, and then we see that his focus is in the wrong space. He gets knocked down, and then we're like, no, get back up. You can do this. You can do this. Because even if we don't want him to win, we do want him to win, but we want Ippo to win more.
Right.
We still want him to put up the fight so that way it is a worthy victory for, for one of them, right? Because there is no losing in this situation.
Right.
Like, both win. Both for the audience because we love these characters and for them as people because they're giving it their all.
Yes, definitely.
So that way, even if they lose, Jason can still go back to Mama-san and tell her about it with pride.
Yes.
So that was great because we were seeing progression for him mid-fight in a way that made sense.
And all I gotta say, the visual presentation of this part of the fight was so good. In some ways, like, way better than the previous episode's presentation of the fight. There were a lot of moments of animation where it was just really fast, just moves just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, not
and way less blurred
stuff.
Lines like for this one.
So really good stuff there. I am impressed that this fight, that they kept all the fights short. Like, I just want to state this. Like, every single fight thus far has not, like, gone the full... Like, they've all been, like, 1 or 2 rounds. Like...
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were talking about episode count. Yeah.
No, in terms of, like, the actual fights length and stuff, what I think they're basically tantalizing us with is that every single one of these fights is an amazing fight, and yet none of them are actually that drawn out.
Right, even though it takes a full 2 episodes for this fight, it's like, but the Miata fight, that's going to be...
Yeah, the big fights that we're building up, those are going to be the ones that are going to be like the jaw-dropping, way more than...
Literally, they're going to punch each other's
2
jaws
episodes
off.
Kind of set up there. The kind of thing that I would have expected in the length of this show, like just knowing
for
how
them
many
to do
episodes
that at some point.
They would be doing that already by now. Like,
gotcha.
I would have expected that by now. Because they've already gone through the first 10 episodes, which was kind of basically like the training stuff. And then they've gotten into him being a pro boxer and now getting into the tournament here. And I'm just blown away.
Yeah,
blown away. Like,
it's really good stuff. And
this is quality.
And if they're able to make the opponents, the side characters they bring in for these fights, anywhere near as good and enjoyable as Ozuma, then
give us more of that.
Because the thing is that, like, the reason why we might talk about the idea of long fights with, like, apprehension, not with this show, but just, like, in general, is because you want to care about both sides. That way you really care about the conflict. Because we kind of figure that Ippo's going to go get at least to Miata, right? He's going to get to the point where he fights Miata, right? So the fact
he's going to do well enough.
Exactly. Yeah. So the fact that we cared about Jason so much, it's crucial. And if we care about the other characters moving forward, that's just It's going to make it even better, and it's going to build up the world of boxing so that we can see these people come back in other tournaments and and things like that, and see their struggles and
Right. It also tells us that the story has a lot of places it wants to go. It doesn't want to just get stuck in the boxing. Now, this is something that I think is a little bit of a side thing that they're not necessarily promising to us yet. Mm-hmm. But I think this is a positive hint that I feel like we're getting with Hajime no Ippo, is that the show doesn't seem like it wants to get lost in the actual boxing matches. Like it wants to we just spend all of our time there. It wants to spend our time at the restaurants after the fight.
Right. And
it wants to spend its time at the gyms, building up the fights, at the places where these side characters that come in call home, and we get to see their loved ones, the people that care about them. Every side character brings with them a cohort of other side characters that are tertiary, extremely unimportant in the grand scheme of things, but that shows that they matter. They mean something more. So this is a show about characters. The boxing is the template, the
great
formula.
crucible in which all heroes are forged.
Exactly. And we will spend a good amount of time in them, but it doesn't want to, in a shonen kind of way, lose itself in this over the top
awesomeness
dramatic
of the action.
Yeah. It's about the heart. It's about It's about the hard work.
That's the thing.
It's about all that.
That's what gives the punches power and makes them hurt.
Yes. Because when Ozuma started getting hit at the end there, that hurt my soul.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's not just the fact of those punches looked very painful, but also we care about these people. So we're watching them get the crap beaten out of each other. All right. Okay.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I don't watch many boxing anythings. I've watched a couple boxing movies,
Rocky 1 and 4,
and maybe the two brothers.
That's MMA, but Warrior.
It's not boxing. It's not boxing. It's MMA, but
grapples and stuff,
and kicking and all kinds of other crazy stuff there. Yeah, but just to see this with an anime and with a long-running show that seems to care deeply about how it presents its side characters and its conflicts in conjunction, I would say, with also the main cast's whole hopes, dreams, struggles, and all that, is just okay, we've got a quality show on our hands here.
Quality.
Yes.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
So y'all, thank you so much for watching our reaction and discussion to this episode of Hajime no Ippo. If you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about stories or just whatever and hang out. And if any of that interests you, oh wait, hold on, Jacob's going to present something real quick.
My sci-fi novel Battle Lines is still available for pre-order. If you want to claim your copy and go on an amazing adventure with wonderful characters and action and awesomeness, then go into the link in the pinned comment down below to the Kickstarter. Claim your copy now. Tell your friends and family, because it's an amazing book and you should really read it.
Yeah. So if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.